Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Crypto Warehouse. My name is Mike, and today is the 3rd of October. It is 11 AM Central European time. I am alone today. I am not joined by Brogan or Hollywood, as he is better known. We have a fairly interesting show today. We've obviously had some great price action in the last 24 hours, and I'm going to go over what I think is going to happen with Bitcoin in the next few days. Obviously, I don't have a magic crystal ball. This is only my opinion. Do your own research, not financial advice. Those things I always have to mention because this is my honest opinion. Nothing on this stream is sponsored, so nothing is influenced. So what we're going to do today, we'll have a quick look at the markets. Then I'm going to give you an update on the Bitcoin price. I'm going to bring up some charts and show you where I think we're going to go. We're going to look at Link again. Now, for those of you who are regulars, we talked about Link a couple of weeks ago, and we said we've been in a channel for 15 months. We're not going to come out of that channel. I said as soon as we hit $8.05, we were going to sell our Link and ride it down. We're going to go through the charts and explain what's happening there. Then we have an article and more TA to do with XRP. Again, Moonboy maths done by social media influencers trying to gain attention. We're going to go through that and look at it with a more realistic viewpoint. Then we're going to look at a very interesting article to do with the ability to stake your Bitcoin and earn a yield. It's something we've mentioned before. It's something that myself and Brogan have talked about, which we think is a great idea. So we're going to go through that. Then we've got some news about UBS, which is a bank, issuing its first Ethereum product, or its first product on Ethereum. And then we have the unlocks for the week. What coins are unlocking for the week? If you don't know what that means, stay tuned. And then in about 45 minutes time, we're going to go through a little bit of a quiz at the end of the show. Sometimes the show can be a bit heavy, so we have a bit of fun at the end where we ask you some general crypto questions, test your knowledge, try and catch you out a couple of times, ask some easy, ask some hard questions, and depending on where you are, you'll get crypto. If you don't, you get a shout out. So that's the intro. Also, don't forget, I've started to forget to do this, and I need to remind myself to do it. Wherever you're watching, 2 things we ask of you: give us a follow, and secondly, say hello in chat. Let's know what you're doing. If you've got any questions about crypto, any coins, anything like that, drop them into chat, because if there is a coin you want us to look at, what we tend to do is we will go and look at that coin on the following stream. So tomorrow, if people drop, I don't know, Pepe into chat, we'll go and look at Pepe tomorrow. So that's how we work. We try and be an interactive stream. We don't just sit here and read news to you. We want you to say hello. We want you to talk, ask questions, the usual kind of thing. Also, don't forget, we are on all major social media platforms. So make sure to go and have a look for us after the stream and give us a follow elsewhere. Now let's have a quick look at the markets, see what we're up to. As you know, we have come down a wee touch from where we were 12 hours ago. Let me update the menu, and then we'll crack on with this. So as expected, we've seen some retracements across the board. Bitcoin is down 2.5%, Ethereum is down just over 4%. Biggest gainers, not many gainers. We've got profit taking going on right now. Gala is up a touch. Bitcoin BSV is up and down, as you'd expect. Pepe, Sui, Thor, Apecoin. Now, interesting that Sui and Apecoin are down and Optimism is down. We're going to go through them. They are a few of the coins that are being unlocked this week. That's interesting that they're in the bottom 5 or 6 there. So, as you can see, we've had some retracement. The market cap is down under 1.1 trillion. It's down nearly 2%. Volume at 43 billion. That's fairly healthy volume. Bitcoin dominance has shot up 0.5%. We're at 49.4. Ethereum 18.4. Why does that matter? Well, of course, during a bull run, many people expect Bitcoin dominance to go 50, 52, 54%. Bitcoin dominance is, if we show you here, is what percentage of the total market is Bitcoin. And as you can see, it's just under half at 538 billion. That's half the market cap, pretty much. Ethereum makes up just under 20%. It's important because in previous cycles we've seen a Bitcoin dominance pump and then a retracement when the alt season starts. That's why it's useful to keep an eye on Bitcoin dominance. When Bitcoin dominance goes up, that's normally a good sign for the market that Bitcoin is about to pump. That's where we are with the markets. Now we're going to have a quick look at Bitcoin. The first thing you will notice on the 4-hour chart, we have bearish divergence. We are going to see, I think, another correction, which means more downward action. I'm going to go out to the daily because the daily is the easiest one to look at. So as you can see, around about the 17th of August, we broke this upward trend and we came down, and we've been in this kind of meandering state under the bull market support band now for a month and a half now. So it has been. And what happens is every once in a while we try and test the bull market support band to see if we can get back above it. So down here is fairly bearish, up here is fairly bullish. Why is it fairly bullish? Well, if you look over the history of Bitcoin, Bitcoin likes to use the bull market support band a little bit like a trampoline, and it bounces and pushes itself higher. That's why the bull market support band is so important. However, if we are underneath it, what tends to happen is we fall and fall, we retest, we fall again, and then eventually we do break up, but that takes some time. Now, I've seen a lot of people talking about breaking up and hitting $30,000. In fact, on the stream, I think we had Web3 Superstar, I think, said that we were going to break up towards 30,000, which is this range here. It's a nice psychological range for us, but it's above the bull market support band. So what's just happened? We have come up and we have touched the very top of the bull market support band, and we have come down and we have touched the very bottom of the bull market support band. Now, today of all days, this is absolutely critical, because in previous attempts we've attempted it, we've failed, and we've come straight back down. In this instance, we have reached the top, but we haven't held it. Now, we've come down and touched the bottom. Let's zoom in a little bit closer so you can see. So as you can see, we've come up, we've come right to the top, and we've come down, and we've found an area here. So, and this sounds like a real cop-out, but there are two possibilities now, and I'm going to hang my hat on one of them. The two possibilities are that we come back down to this area of liquidity, which is back at anywhere between 26.8 and 26.4. That's where I think we're going to go. Why do I think that? Because I am not a pessimist, I am not an optimist, I like to try and be a realist. We've had no confirmation. Now, as I said during the pump, what we needed to do was come up, break this, come down, touch it, and move up. And that would have been our retest of the support band. We didn't do it. We fell. We fell to the bottom of the bull market support band, and we are now holding on for dear life. So my theory is that we are going to come down here, maybe around this level, And I would say, if you look at the distance between these two, so that's the 19th of September to, let's say, the 1st of October, that's 2 weeks. If you go back here, what do we have? 19th, 34th. So this was a 3-week period, this was a 2-week period. So they're getting closer together. So maybe we see something like this, and then another retest by Friday the 13th of October. How did I know this Friday, the next Friday that we could retest it would be the 13th of October? So again, that could happen. I am not expecting today, and I'm going to be proven wrong, I'm not expecting today to see, one second. Okay, that's fine. I thought one of the streams had gone off. But we are good. Go back in. So let me know in chat what's going to happen. We have 2 directions. We have this direction and we have this direction. Do you think at this moment in time, at this point in the market, at this state of the economy, do you think we can get above the bull market support band and hold it as support? Or do you, like me, think we're going to come back to 26.8, 26.4, which is where we have spent a great period of August and September? Because I think we're going to come back down to this range. And it's not a bad thing, before anybody worries. It's not a bad thing. We're still early. We've not entered the proper bull market stage. We want to get to the end of November. Sorry, the end of December. I think we're going to do something like this. I think we're going to meander around, maybe retest, and then I think by December this is going to happen. So I think we're going to come down under the bull market support band, attempt it again this month, maybe in the next 2 or 3 weeks. Then we're going to fall back down to this 26.4 and then shoot up. That's what I think could happen. So I'm not sure. This wick is sitting right in the middle of the bull market support band. And if you look at the previous 2 visits, we came straight through it here. We bounced off it here. We didn't spend a day on it here. We came straight back down. Same again here. We touched it. This is in the middle. Now, I think at 3:30, we're going to see this. And I think we might hit 27 and we might hold 27 before dropping back down again. Just my opinion. So for those of you watching that might be new to crypto and you wonder why we hit these numbers up here, which was 28,000, why we broke up here, this is the bull market support band. It's a moving average of the prices of Bitcoin. So that's where we are. I'm undecided. My money is on an $800 drop, probably today or tomorrow. We have bearish divergence on the 4 hour. Not had a look at the hourly chart. Hourly chart doesn't really have anything in there. Or there. No, I mean, I just think we're going to come down. Anyway, I'm not going to spend too much more time on it. At least you know where Bitcoin is going to go. Now, we're going to move on to Link, which we covered a couple of weeks ago. I'm a big fan of Link. It's boring, it's not sexy, but it does a job. And I'm going to go on to my chart in a minute. The reason I'm going to show you this article is because one thing I always say on this channel is don't listen to people on crypto Twitter. Listen to charts or project updates or anything like that, and then go and do your own research on it. Don't take what they say for gospel. That's a quick path to ruin. The reason is that some people are not doing these streams for the good of their health. Some of them are doing it to get you to push the price up so then they can sell. So as you're buying, they're selling. They shill you their coins. Now, a few days ago, in fact 2 days ago, there was a girl who I'm not going to name on Twitter who said that this was going to be the breakout run of Link. And the breakout run of Link was going to take in much higher highs than we have seen. And this article I have found today kind of sides a little bit more with my thinking. So I'm going to bring my chart up that I have had for the last couple of times I've looked at this, and I just want to explain where we are. And that is that since the beginning of June 2022, Link has done this. Okay, so it doesn't take a genius to realise what's about to happen next, which is this. Okay, you don't need to be a genius to work that out. You just need to follow the path. Now, if I delete that, you will see that that's the previous line I have drawn. Obviously, you need to move it a little bit because it's in the wrong place, but that's pretty much what I've drawn. So we have said on the stream that you should be selling your Link about $8, $8.05, $8.10. And again, as I've just said, do your own research. Go and bring these charts up yourself. Go and have a look at them. If you want these charts, you want to know how to bring up these charts, or you want to know how to use these tools, send me a message. I don't know how you can do it on some platforms, but send me an email. Contact me on the other channels. All the details are underneath on YouTube and on another one of the exchanges, but my contact details are not on one of the exchanges, and you just have to message me on the platform, and I will send you this chart so you can go and have a look at it. So that's my chart, and this chap, is it a chap or is it a lady? It's a chap, Victor. So what does Victor have to say about the price? After gaining 9% in the last 7 days, Chainlink is finding it hard to improve its performance and has stalled around $8. Interestingly, the stalemate could be traced back to historical data. According to Ali, Link's stagnancy could be linked to its 30-day market value. The metric using market capitalization and realized capitalization can be very instrumental in identifying tops and bottoms. Well, this is the chart that we've been using. So the last 2 times, it's way more than the last 2 times. It's been going on for 8 to 15 months. He noted that the correction would only last a while and Link could be headed for a higher high. As of the writing, the network value signal is 63.7. We don't really care about that. I want them to get into the reasons being. Chainlink's weighted sentiment over the last 7 days has dropped to 0.13. Weighted sentiment shows the unique positive or negative commentary market participants have about a cryptocurrency. When the metric is positive, it implies the average market participant is bullish on the asset. But for Link, the decrease in this metric suggests the market players could also be expecting a drawdown. Of course they're going to expect a drawdown, because we've seen the drawdown in July, in April, in February, almost in November there, in August, and in June. So of course they're expecting a move down. Traders seem not to care about the possible correction indicated by Link's funding rate. A negative funding rate, we don't need to read any more of that. Well, Victor, that's a decent article. A decent article on it. But I would stick to my chart because the pattern of Chainlink needs to be broken. We need to get out of this range. Now, the reason that I like Link is because it's so predictable. So we know, based on the last, 18 months, we know we're going to see this pattern. Now, because we know this, or we don't know it precisely, but we're 90% certain of this pattern, there's 2 things we can do. We can short Link here and buy it in this range, which is about, for safekeeping, I'd buy it at $6.10. So I would buy it at $6.10 if we follow the same history. Now, if you look, this is the daily chart. We are overbought and we're cooling down, which would indicate, or not indicate, which would collaborate with this, which is showing that the price is falling. Now, don't expect the price to do this and you be able to buy it in 10 days time. Also on Friday the 13th, by the way. I think there's a theme. So what could happen is you could see something like this, which is similar to this over here, where it takes some time to come back down to about the $6.10 range. Would I be surprised to see Link at $9 in a week's time? Absolutely. I would be very, very surprised. I think this is more likely a correction within the range. I cannot see, with the RSI this high, with the markets where they are, look at where the liquidity is. Look, whales, and not just whales, but traders of Link have two levels here. You can see, I mean, they're literally following the fib levels. So you've got one at 717, and you've got one that starts about 614. That's where they are. That's where their money is. Then you have maybe day traders that have got the liquidity up here. But look at that. That's where they're buying Link. And that area up here is where they're selling Link. And if you want to be slightly pedantic, you could say that Link has been putting in lower highs since the 6th of November last year. You could argue that point. I'm not going to, because I just think we're stuck within the range. So with Link, I will keep covering Link every couple of weeks or every week or so to show you where we are in this chart. As I say, we're not sponsored by anybody, but it's an excellent crypto to trade if we stay in this range, because you know where to sell and you know where to buy. It's like clockwork. And obviously you're going to have a correction down here every once in a while. It's not perfectly going to hit the top, it's not perfectly going to hit the bottom. So you want to be buying in this range here. Sorry, you want to be selling in this range here, and you want to be buying about here. So you can make sure you catch all the tops and all the bottoms. It doesn't matter about making every single percentage profit. It's about taking 10-20% profits every few months, because by the end of the year you've doubled your money. And that's not hopium, moon boy maths, anything like that. That's realistic trading, and this doesn't happen with many other coins. So keep an eye on Link. Now we're going to have a look at another absolutely ridiculous price prediction about XRP, which we get from time to time. I'm going to drop a box now. Let me have a little look. Good morning, Tariq. Welcome back. Welcome, Munaya. Nice to see you all. Hello, Farkat, Crypto Boy, Jasuza, Hale. Welcome everybody to the stream. Remember, smash the like button. I'm going to drop a box now. Smash the like button. Let's get to 10,000 likes today. And wherever else you are, make sure you give us a follow. Right, there we go. Just give me a second to drop this box and we'll talk about this XRP price prediction, and I'll give you my opinion on whether I think this is right or not. So just to recap, I would not be buying Chainlink at that price. I'd be looking to potentially short it down to 6.15, and that's the accumulation phase for me. Anywhere between $6 and $6.20 for me is a great price for Link. Remember, it's not meant to be sexy coin. It's a coin that makes things work. Very much like Quant, very much like XRP. Update the menu. It would just refresh for me. There we go. So this article is talking about XRP going to 1100% or 1100% price increase. Every day there is another person filling your head with utter nonsense. But let's give this person the benefit of the doubt, read the article, let's see what we can take from the content. Because remember, whether you agree with somebody or not, you should always listen to their opinions. One problem we have in the world at the minute is that we have become polarized, and we've moved so far to the left and right that there doesn't seem to be any ground in the middle for conversation. So whether I agree it's going to go to 1100% increase in 585 or not, it doesn't mean that Dark Defender shouldn't be listened to. You should listen to everybody and make your own opinion, and you should listen to different people's opinions, because if you listen to the same people all the time, you get confirmation bias. So if you buy Pepe and all you do is follow Pepe on Twitter and you join their Discord and Telegram groups, you're going to buy into the belief that Pepe is the greatest thing since sliced bread. And anybody that says anything against Pepe, you're going to instantly disagree with. And what you should do is try and take a balanced view, because being sucked into a project is only going to lead you to put more and more of your assets into that one project, and that's not the right thing to do. Remember, you are not married to any of these cryptocurrencies. You don't owe these cryptocurrencies anything. If you buy Bitcoin at $100 and sell it for $10,000, it doesn't matter what the price of Bitcoin is after that. You have made your profit, and that goes for every coin. I am a bit of a hypocrite, because there are projects I like more than others, but that doesn't mean I wouldn't sell them. So if Cardano gets to $3 or $4, I'm selling my Cardano. If XRP gets to $3, $4, $5, I'm selling my XRP, no matter how much I like the project. You never go bust taking profits. That should be implanted in your head. If you are 300 or 400% up on an asset, take your profits, and if you can, take your original investment out and leave the rest in if you want, because that's your moon bag, as they're called. So Dark Defender has predicted that the path to a balloon 1100% and reach as high as $5.85. He alludes to the fact that the XRP price had closed the month of September with a doji. Now, for those who might not know what a doji is, it simply means the price of the digital asset had closed the month in a similar range to what it started the month with. In this case, XRP started September at 51 cents and closed at 51.5 cents. Dark Defender believes that XRP closing the month with a doji is positive, leading to a 66 cent retest in the short term. Right, now where are we looking at now? He has very similar, this trend line, I've also got this trend line on my chart, so we'll go through that in a minute. So this is not the first time that the analyst will be presenting a bullish case. Oh, we've covered this before. So in August, he presented a similar forecast, and back then the analyst said to expect a break towards $3 whilst the wave trend, using the wave trend as a basis for it. Now, when I did my price prediction for XRP about 3 or 4 months ago before the court case, regulars will know, I've said this plenty of times, I predicted $1 to $1.50 as the price of Bitcoin. As the price of XRP. We hit 94 cents. I am claiming a moral victory in this, because people were predicting $10, $58, $689. So I'm claiming a moral victory. However, that $3 price for XRP is my worst case scenario in the next bull run. In the next bull run, I think XRP should get to $3 to $5. They are realistic prices. Now, where has he got the $5.85 for? Let me have a look at where he is predicting. Fine, okay. If he's predicting $5.85 in 3 years' time, I will concur and agree with him. He's pretty much spot on. That is a very likely scenario. So let's go over to my chart and explain what I have been looking at, which is very similar to Dark Defender in that XRP has a very long-term trend line, even through the court case. Okay, so if you go back here, you will see that for the last year, I'm not gonna go back any further actually. For the last year, XRP has had this, I wouldn't say higher lows because it's come down a couple of times, but it's following this trend. So what I see happening for XRP in the next 3 or 4 months, because obviously we've got the bull run, let's not discount the bull run, and we don't have crystal balls, as I've said. XRP is probably going to bounce along these lines over the next 4 or 5 months. We have previous fib levels, so that fib level there is 54 cents. That's the first thing we have to break, and not only is it a fib level, it's also a level that's been touched. I'll press the wrong button, 1 second. There we go. So that was touched this week, also touched in June. We rattled around it in April, and you can go as far back as September and October last year. So 54 cents is a massive, massive area of resistance for us. Now, at some point, these two lines are going to meet. If we just carry that up to about there. Okay. So on the 31st of December, you can't write these graphs. I swear to God, you can't write these graphs. On the 31st of December, 1st of January, this long-term trend line and this fib level, 382 fib level, are going to collide. At which point XRP has to make a decision, and the chances are it's going to come up to maybe 60 cents, maybe even 68 cents, something like that over the next few months. Now, if we're looking at that, if we're looking at a move up, we would probably be looking to a move up around this level, which previously has been support. So we could quite easily move up to 62 cents, which from here is a 25% pump. Is 50 cents for XRP a good price? Absolutely. Absolutely. It's a coin with a lot of utility. It's a coin that is going to be used in the longer term. I don't know whether we do have any kind of bearish or bullish divergence. Not really. No, I wouldn't say so. So as far as I can see, we're going to be moving up, and we're going to hit this target 30th, 31st of December, and that's going to be the judgment call. But I think we'll retest it. But if we do come down, you've really got, at the minute, for support, you've got 49.5 cents. So I think the only action is upwards. And if you buy XRP now and we get a move to 55 cents, take some profits, take some 10% profits. That's what I would do. If you look here, we do have the RSI is moving up. So potentially we could have another area. If you look at the way that the RSI has been moving, you've got a little bit more action probably for the next 2 weeks before it turns back down. So we could see some higher. So XRP for me would be a buy. We're maybe with a 55 cent target. That's how I would look at XRP. Now, that is the end of the chart section. We're now going to move on to some interesting news to do with Bitcoin staking. Are we starting to break down on Bitcoin? Maybe. So this is something which I've been talking to Brogan about a lot on the stream, and that is, quite a long time ago, Charles Hoskinson had discussions with Solana about allowing Cardano stakers to stake and earn rewards in Solana by using by using ADA, not Cardano, it's the blockchain, by using ADA to secure the blockchain. And it raised a very interesting point that I said to Brogan, which was, why can't you use any asset, any proof of stake asset, to secure any other proof of stake chain? So why can't you, for example, have a validator on Solana that is powered by ADA? Forget the intricacies and the programming of it all, but the actual concept. So if you have a fairly weak chain that's brand new or doesn't have a lot of validators or whatever, you could reward the Cardano community with your token to allow them to secure the chain. So let me give you an example. Let's say you started a chain tomorrow called Fitzy. So Fitzy chain is proof of stake, and you've only got 20 or 30 validators, which makes it fairly, well, it's centralized. You might not have a lot of tokens staked. One of the validators might have 20% of the total tokens staked, which means it gives them an unfair voting power on decisions. And Cardano comes along and says, we will give you 500 validators for your chain. You just need to give us emissions or token rewards for doing so. As a brand new chain, you would do that. Now, Cardano is a perfect example because their level of tokens staked is incredible. Now, what Protocol Village have suggested doing, is this the right article? This isn't the right article. Hang on a second. Don't tell me I've copied the wrong article. 1 second. Let me go and find it. Let me go and find this article that I was looking at. If not, I will just talk you through it. This, I'm sure this is it. Ah, here it is. Okay. So, Babylon plans to unveil its Bitcoin staking protocol. The release aims to utilize the vast untapped potential of idle Bitcoins, allowing them to boost the economic security of proof-of-stake chains and decentralized apps. The protocol connects decentralized trust to earn yield, gaining support from prominent Cosmos chains. It addresses the limitations of proof-of-stake chains by enabling them to stake Bitcoin instead of native tokens, enhancing security and reducing inflation pressure. Now, I've got several main problems with this, which we'll get onto at the end. So it showcases this tech's first implementation with plans for adoption in ecosystems like Cosmos, where the demand for Bitcoin staking is evident. Right, we don't need to read any more of that. So the issue is, for me, I think it's a great idea in principle. It's a great idea in principle that you can stake your Bitcoin and earn a yield. But I think it needs to be done on chain. So what I mean by that is, you have your Bitcoin. Let's say you've got one whole Bitcoin, and somebody says to you, I want you to use your Bitcoin to help secure Cosmos. And in return, we'll pay you 3% yield in Cosmos tokens. Now, the first thing you do not want to do is put your Bitcoin anywhere near any kind of smart contract, any kind of wormhole, any kind of vault that is connected to a different chain. That's the first thing that you need to not do. If you look at Celsius, if you look at BlockFi, the second that you hand over your Bitcoin to anybody else, you lose control of it. That's why I'll always say on this channel, if you are new to crypto and you don't understand ledgers, cold storage wallets, the most important thing for you to do is keep your cryptocurrency on a top 10 exchange. I know what happened with FTX, but beginners to crypto cannot be expected to use MetaMask. They'll be phished. They cannot be expected to move their crypto onto a ledger if they're not technically capable of doing it. So there has to be another solution, and that for me is picking a top 10 cryptocurrency exchange and leaving my tokens there. In this instance, with earning yield on your Bitcoin, there needs to be a mechanism on the Bitcoin blockchain where you can stake your Bitcoin on chain and that be allowed to help to validate another chain. So you should be able to do something as simple as go to bitcoin.com, connect your wallet, stake your Bitcoin on the Bitcoin exchange, choose the network that you want to help validate, Cosmos, Solana, whatever it might be, click go, press a button, and then you should be paid in synthetic Solana or synthetic Cardano or whatever it might be, which you can then send to an exchange and exchange that for the real Solana or the real Cardano or USDC or whatever it might be. That needs to be how it has to work. You cannot bring your Bitcoin to another chain, it will get hacked. End of story. So never do that. Never stake your Bitcoin with anybody. If you have Ethereum, on-chain staking, Cardano on-chain staking, Solana, same thing. Don't use anybody like Celsius or Nexo or anybody like that. Don't use them, because at some point, if they go out of business, you've lost everything, or you've lost 90%. So for me, I love the concept because I hold Bitcoin. I love the concept of earning a yield on Bitcoin, but I'm not going to take my Bitcoin onto another chain and possibly lose it. Now, next article. How are we doing for time? 11:43. I've always overrun. Okay. Good morning, Emra. Good morning, Salah. A few shout outs to the people in chat. Hello, F4 from Sri Lanka. Welcome to the stream. Nice of you to join us. Right, I will just do this and then we will talk about UBS, and I need to get a move on. I don't know where the last 45 minutes have gone. This stream has absolutely flown by today, and I don't know why. It seems to have gone so much quicker than normal. So please bear with me. I am more than likely going to run 5 minutes late on the stream. I do try and get everything done in 45 minutes, but we are struggling. Good morning, Antalya. Good morning here. Good morning, Savas. Remember, wherever you're watching us from, we stream every day. Please hit the like button. Please hit the love heart button. Please give us a follow. We will be back live tomorrow. I'm not sure of the time, but I will be back live tomorrow at some time. Now, UBS launches its first tokenized fund on Ethereum. UBS works with Singapore's central bank to bring real-world assets on-chain. The fund is part of Project Guardian, a collaborative industry initiative led by the MAS to explore tokenizing various real-world assets. Utilizing UBS's in-house tokenization service, UBS Tokenize, what a catchy name that is, the firm launched a controlled pilot of a tokenized money market fund on the Ethereum blockchain. This enables activities like fund subscriptions and redemptions to be carried out on-chain. So, just so you all grasp the gravity of that sentence there. This enables activities like fund subscriptions and redemptions to be carried out on-chain. This is the future of every single financial product you can think of. Every single one. Trading stocks, trading bonds, buying trusts, investing in an ISA, investing in a 401, whatever you've got over there. Every single financial product can be staked on-chain. Why is that so important? Number one, it keeps an immutable record of everything that happens. At the minute, when you buy or sell your fund, you put $1,000 in, you have no idea where that $1,000 has gone. You don't know how much money you've lost. I've bought products in the past for £1,000 and I've ended up with £920 worth of the product, even though the price has gone up. So somewhere along that chain, I have been charged £80 or £90, which is 8 or 9%. If everything is carried out on chain, you know precisely how much it's been bought and sold for. So when it comes back to you, you will know how much you've been charged if they've taken £50 or $50 off the other end. So that's the first important thing. The second important thing is it's more secure. If these transactions can be carried out on chain, why can't they be carried out by you on chain? Why can't UBS give you your own wallet connected to UBS so it's not connected to the outside world so you can be hacked? Why can't you have your wallet so you can carry out these transactions, so you can sell and buy whatever you want on chain without the need for a broker? That's where we need to get to. We still need financial institutions, we still need banks, so why can't we get to the point where those banks give you wallets to carry out these transactions? That's where we should be. So following the successful pilot transactions, UBS Asset Management will look to execute further live use cases under Project Guardian, working with more partners. The tokenization of funds is a growing trend amongst TradFi, with large institutions such as Franklin Templeton, KKR and Hamilton Lane launching tokenized funds. So that is absolutely massive. That, I wouldn't say it was a eureka moment, but that is confirmation that when your bank is telling you that you are not allowed to buy crypto using your own money and your own card, this tells you why. They don't want you to go and invest your money in a crypto exchange. They want to constrict you to their platform so they can make you use them to buy and sell crypto. That's what it's all about. They know as well as you do that crypto is here to stay. There are people being interviewed from banks saying, yeah, Bitcoin is a real scam, it's fraud, it's risk, it's not something we advise. They say that, and in the background they have a team of 50 people building crypto products for you. So don't listen to what they say, watch what they do. They're two totally different things. That's the same with the Fed. If the Fed puts interest rates up by 0.5% or 1/4%, we knew that was going to happen. What they're doing in the background is different. So don't take everything on face value, especially when it comes to banks. So brace for impact as 200 million in crypto is being unlocked. This is more for education rather than anything else. Let me update the menu. So what's this unlocking and what's it got to do with you? Well, first of all, most chains have investors, they have teams who have vested tokens, which means that when the project is launched, they can't unlock the tokens for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 years. And once in a while, every year, for example, those tokens will unlock and those tokens will be paid to investors and paid to the team. So they get unlocked over a period of time, and maybe it's 20% a year for 5 years, whatever it might be. And this happens quite regularly. Now, if you remember, I showed you the 24-hour losers. Sui, ApeCoin, OP. Remember those three names. A series of token unlocks set to take place this month is now threatening this bullish momentum. We just forget who wrote this. Best Owie. So, token tracking website Token Unlocks has revealed that $200 million in various cryptocurrencies are being unlocked at various intervals. So, the tokens being unlocked range from Sui to OP to APT. Sui, ApeCoin, isn't APT up? APT. Okay? So, it's no coincidence that's just happened. So these are the tokens that are being unlocked in October. Sui, I think IMX is there. Look at that. So literally all of these tokens are in the 24-hour losers. AXS, is AXS up there? That may be the one that's got away. Yeah, that's not in here. Right. So all of these tokens are unlocked on these dates. So today, Sui is unlocked. 34 million tokens. IMX 18 million. Ape 15. OP 24. So this tells you the supply of the tokens that are being unlocked. So 11.5% of Axie, is that token, is being unlocked on the 20th. Sui is seeing 4.3%. OP 3%. These aren't massive numbers. 3%, 1.5, 1.9. These aren't huge numbers. The ApeCoin, that's a big chunk. 4.2% of the entire project is being unlocked. 31 crypto projects have scheduled token unlocks this month. Other notable but smaller unlocks include DYDX, Cyber, Flow, Space ID. So this is important to keep an eye out on, because you want to maybe think about selling some of those assets before these articles are made. So if you know 5% of stacks is being unlocked on the 2nd of November, try and take some profit on stacks beforehand, so when the price drops you can then buy in. Use it as a buying opportunity. So if you knew about ApeCoin and Sui 2 weeks ago, what you should have done was taken some profits and then today be buying Sui at 7-8% less than you were getting yesterday. So that's why unlocks are important. And that is the end of the news. What I'm going to do is I'm not going to leave the prices on the screen. I'm going to leave the Bitcoin chart just to have a little watch while we run the quiz. Let's open this one. There we go. Right then, we'll leave that up in the background while we have a crack at doing some quiz questions. I've only really got about 10 minutes left. I have slightly overrun today. I do apologise. We can get rid of that now. Get rid of that now. Get rid of that. Just close all these things down. You would be surprised how many things that we have open when we do these streams. Okay, so for those of you that are new here, this is our little crypto quiz. We do it at the end of the show. It's a bit of fun. That's what it's all about. It's not meant to catch you out too much. It's not meant to be it's not going to make you rich. On certain platforms we give out crypto. It's not meant to make you rich. It's meant to be a bit of fun. Well, it's fun for everybody apart from Tariq, because poor old Tariq gets met by the RNG monkey every day and given a big old kiss on the lips. And if you don't know what we're talking about, you'll find out during the quiz. So to play along, all you have to do, I'm going to put a question to you. You just have to put the answer in chat in lowercase and you've won. That's it. The reason we do it in lowercase is because some people type it in uppercase, some people put capital letters. Just type the answer in lowercase and you've won. We're going to start with an easy question, especially for Tariq, just to see if the RNG monkey is going to come and bite him. This is a true or false question. All you have to do is type true into chat or false into chat. Make sure I get them both right, true or false, into chat to win. So the all-time high of Bitcoin is $69,000. Is that true or false? Is the all-time high of Bitcoin $69,000? Is that true or is that false? Just type true or false into chat and you will win. Or you would win if my app was working, which it isn't, so I'm going to restart my app. If you give me a second, see if I can get in. There we go, I'm back in the room. Am I going to see the question? I'm going to see the question, there we go. Okay, the all-time high of Bitcoin is $69,000. Is that true or false? Just type true or false into chat and you have won. And I genuinely cannot believe how fast this has gone today. 38 correct answers as far as I can see. Mustafa, Maya, Salvatore, Chevon, Adi, Rakib, anonymous user, Vava, Tariq. Tariq never wins a lot. It's rigged against him, I'm telling you. Broby1 Branobi, that's the name of the day. Broby1 Branobi. That is a cracking name. Well done. So, let's wait for this to catch up. Okay, so next question. The answer is of course true. It did hit $68,950, I think, or $68,790. Depending on what exchange you were on, it was about 69,000. Okay. Also, it's difficult to manage to get all the questions in. Okay, this is an easy one. The current supply of Bitcoin is 24 million Bitcoins. Is that true or false? Is the current supply of Bitcoin 24 million? Is that true or false? My word, this app. It just refuses to work. So let me know in chat, what is the current supply of Bitcoin? Not the total supply in the future. What is the current supply of Bitcoin? Is it 24 million? Is that true or false? Just type true or false into chat and we will let you know. 45 people got that right. Congratulations. Passidal, congratulations. Addy Crypto, Sean, Shanto, Sam, Salvatore, Elian, welcome to the stream. Jackal, Munaya won big. Tariq again. Tariq won the same amount he won in the last one. People are winning 20 or 30 SHIB. Tariq's getting 4. Shocking. Jackal, 21 million is the total supply. The current supply of Bitcoin has just surpassed 19.5 million. So we've only got 1.5 million to mine. And as of April or May, we might as well forget about the amount of Bitcoin being mined because it's negligible. Correct, patience endowed. It's not true, it's false. But you can type true and false if you want into chat simultaneously, and I'm sure you'll win. But congratulations anyway. Next question. Should I make these questions harder? If I make harder questions, I'll reduce the number of winners, which then increases the amount that you win. So let me try. Now the thing about these quizzes is I do them every day. And one thing you might know, or might not know, it's very difficult to think of new questions, because once you've asked 300 questions about crypto, you have to become obscure with your questions, which then makes it nearly impossible for people to get the answers right. So I am going to ask a slightly more difficult question and reduce the number of winners. So, what is the first name of the founder of Cardano? So it's very difficult to find questions that most people will know. Let's put it that way. It's very easy for me to ask questions. I can ask questions until the cows come home, but I have to ask questions that people might have a chance of getting right. Otherwise, by now, because we've streamed live May, June, July, August, September, we've been streaming live now for over 5 months, and it's difficult to ask too many difficult questions because you're just going to catch people out. Tariq, that is the wrong name. Anatoly is the first name of the founder of Solana. It's not Anatoly, it's Cardano that I want the name of. And it's the first name, and it has to be in lowercase. If you put a capital C on the beginning, you will not win. It has to be in lowercase. See, we've chopped the number of winners down, and we've hacked down the number of correct answers. So we've only got 18 winners then. 18 winners. So there's going to be lots of very angry people in chat. Adi, Sonia, well done. Tariq, I swear on my life there is a bug that stops Tariq from winning. He's won the same amount 3 consecutive questions. Munaya, congratulations. Elian, Vava, nicely. So, for the angry faces in chat, let me explain some things. Number 1, it has to be in lowercase. As I said at the very start of the quiz, it has to be in lowercase. And number 2, you have to get the question right. If you don't get the question right and it's not in lowercase, you're not going to win. I do apologise. I did explain the rules at the beginning. If you don't know what lowercase is, that means there's no capital letters. Good morning, Sonia. Welcome back. You need to have a word with that monkey. Tariq, I need to have a word with the monkey. You know what the irony is? Is that we stream from Gibraltar and the entire rock of Gibraltar is covered in monkeys. So there's potential there, Tariq, that there's possibly the monkeys have had a chat and they've singled you out. Charles was the answer. Hello, Lorders, or Lords, however you like to have your name pronounced. Next question. So I'm going to ask an easy one now, because if I ask difficult ones, I get angry faces in chat. So, what is CZ's number for FUD? If you don't know who CZ is, I would suggest you go onto Twitter Go and look him up. He is quite active on Twitter when it comes to things like FUD about crypto. He was also the chap that started the entire spiral of FTX. By the way, there has been an awful lot of news about FTX, and it's not something that I want to cover every day on the stream. It's technically not crypto news, and I don't really want to cover it too much. I will cover it from time to time, but I'm not going to cover it all the time. And what he said yesterday was that CZ is directly responsible for the collapse of FTX. His argument was that if CZ hadn't have called him out and caused a bank run, they would be making, and in speech marks, loads of money by now. So that's the kind of man that Sam Bankman-Fried is. He's the kind of man that defrauds people for billions and billions of dollars, tried to bribe Donald Trump with $5 billion to not run for the presidency of America, and he accuses CZ of being the reason why FTX collapsed. So the answer is, of course, 4. And I can't see who won because the app has decided to disappear before I could answer. The answer is 4. He holds up four fingers on Twitter to explain that it's all just FUD. And that's the way it is. Next question for you. Right, it's nearly 10 past. I'll do 2 more questions and then I will drop a box and I will go. I am back tomorrow, but I don't know at what time because I may or may not be going to a funeral. I'm not sure yet. Next question. Okay. Answer this one. And this is going to trick some people with spelling, so I'm going to reduce the number of boxes. Next question. Vitalik, the head of the Ethereum Foundation. What is Vitalik's surname? In lower case. If you don't listen to me and you put capital letters in there and you give me angry faces, I will call you out. Because you might be angry with me, but you're not listening to me. So, what is his surname? In lowercase, do not put a capital letter on it. In lowercase, what is the surname of Vitalik? That's all you have to do. There's 2 parts to this question. Number 1 is listening to me, and number 2 is putting the right answer. If you don't listen to me, and I'm trying to help you, I'm not trying to catch you out, I'm trying to help you. Tariq has got it right. Rod Parder. Lots of people are getting this right now. It's always the case with the end of the stream where we ask these quiz questions and we just suddenly get a huge surge in people entering the quiz. 63 people have got this right. Well done, each and every one of you. All in lowercase, exactly. 69 correct answers. Boom Bazooka, I've not seen you for a while. Well done. Fares, Visa, Love Life, Crypto Master, Eagle Wings, Spice Powder. Tariq, finally! Tariq won the most second most in that round. See, Tariq, all good things come to those who wait. Well done, Tariq. Right, last question. And then after that, I'm going to do some housekeeping. Housekeeping is just basically closing the show and telling you a few things at the end. I'm going to ask you an easy question now. Let me think of something that's fairly easy. Okay. You can't say fairer than this. The answer is in the question. What is the name of Chainlink's token? What is the name of Chainlink's token? The answer is in the question. There will be people out there listening to this laughing at how easy that question is, but I can guarantee you there will be people in chat typing the wrong answer. Somebody's just typed LTC, which is Litecoin, not Chainlink. But this is more about a bit of fun, and it is education. If you don't know the answer, you don't know the answer. No matter how clever you are, you don't know the answer, you don't know the answer. Cyclone fence. I don't know what a cyclone fence is. Butterin is not the answer. That was on the previous question. You've got some serious lag there, my friend. Look at that. 74, 80 correct answers. Where have you all come from? Where have you been all stream? Rod Parder, congratulations. Crypto Dingo, Khaled, Love Life, Sean, Eagle Wings. Eagle Wings got taken out by the RNG monkey. Spice Powder, Raphael, Sophia, well done. I can't see too many other names in there. You did very well. Everybody did very well. Okay, KO, hello, you're welcome. The answer was, of course, Link. Chainlink's token is called Link. So it's now nearly 1:15. So just to close off, I'm streaming tomorrow. I don't know what time. I don't know if I'm streaming at 11 AM or 1 PM yet, but I will be streaming. This stream, if you follow us wherever you are, make sure to hit the follow button. So if you are on a crypto exchange, press follow. If you are on YouTube, press subscribe. That's all we ask. If you follow us, you'll be notified when our streams go up. Don't do what some people do and follow us, and then when we go off air, you unfollow us so you can come back tomorrow and claim the rewards, because that's just cheating. Other thing is, we've had a few people make donations or tips in the last few days. Greatly appreciated. We do accept tips. We have got Patreon, we've got subscriptions, we've got all those things. If you like anything we've talked about, if we've made you any money in crypto trading or anything like that, feel free to tip us, because the channel is self-sponsored. We don't get paid by anybody to make these videos. Lastly, Brogan, or Hollywood should I say, he will be back on Thursday with me. We'll be streaming from the studio, and we will be looking at more projects in depth. So we'll do the hybrid show on Thursday. That's where we pick a project and go through what the project is, as well as looking at the price action. That's Thursday. Tomorrow it'll be me on my own. I don't know what time. Thursday will be 11 o'clock. I'm going to drop a box now for one of the platforms. But until tomorrow, the most important thing is you have a great day. Thank you for coming back day after day and putting up with us. It's greatly appreciated. Tariq, Sonia, Adil, all the usual crowds, Web3, thank you all for coming back every day. And with that, I will see you all at some point tomorrow. Take care.